There are two things that you start to contemplate as you get older. Those two things are your morality, and then you start to contemplate your reality. And I've had some qualms with both of those things. My immortality, or my mortality, if you will, is that yes, I am still younger, but I don't have forever to figure this out. I don't have forever to figure this out. Uh, and as far as my reality goes, well, I have to make money. I have to have a job. I have to do this. I have to do that. I have responsibilities. I have responsibilities. So, with those two things being said, how do I fashion this into? How do I make this work for me? Because I'm still in the mindset of I don't think that this is impossible. I don't think that this is me being excellent at this is something that I'm not capable of. I just think that I'm going to have to revamp the way that I think about this and the way that I go about trying to accomplish this task, because I haven't practiced the last few days or what have you, and probably the biggest idea that's stuck in my mind is how am I spending time recovering? How am I going to spend? Where am I going to spend time recovering? And if I don't spend some time recovering, or at least think about some of these things, well, I'm in the long run, I'm just going to screw myself. I'm just beating myself down, and I can keep on doing this, but I realize the unproductivity of it. That I can't just beat myself down. That I'll have to build. That I also have to build myself up, and I also, in my reality, I don't have 3 hours to throw the hammer every day. I don't. So with that being said, it's how do I operate with how do I operate in between those facets, or in between those asymptotes, as I like to think about the confines. How do I operate within those confines? Well, I think that I'm going to get to throw heavy some days, and I think that I focus on lifting other days. I genuinely love throwing, and I genuinely love lifting, and even a little bit of the bodybuilding. I love all this shit. I really love all this shit to my heart's fucking end. I fucking love all this shit. Do I get to have it all on any given day? No, I don't. I don't. It's pretty simple. I don't, because I don't have enough hours in the day to do everything that I want to do, to take as many throws as I want to get through the lifts that I want to. I don't have enough hours in the day, and this is the reality, because I am human, and I will, back to my mortality, hurt myself trying to, or just screw myself over trying to get done, trying to get through everything that I want to get done. It's just the reality. Back to that. So I'm going to have to revamp the way that I think about. I'm going to have to revamp I'm going to have to do a complete 360 of the way that I operate, because I've operated on the auspicions that I want to take as many throws as I can every single day. I want to do that, and that's physically not possible. I think that I still can throw every day. I think that I can still throw every day. However, I think and I believe that the days that I want to lift more, the throw sessions are going to need to be cut. I don't know, somewhere between 6 and 15 throws, like no more than 15 throws. And even if it's going bad, it's going to have to be cut off at 15 throws. I think 15 is still a lot. I would say 12 would be the number that I'm looking at, realistically, because me me neglecting the lifts, or me being too tired to put everything that I need to into the lifts, will also be a detriment in the long run. So I'm playing with a lot of different variables, right? I have a work schedule, I have a lifting schedule, I have the gym schedule of when the gym's open and when the gym's closed, and I have to play this game within the confines of what I have. Sometimes on the weekends the gym closes early, right? Okay, that's fine. We can work around that. During the week, the gym closes 11 or 12 o'clock, so we can work around that, right? I also need to be getting 7 hours of sleep on the minimum. I need to be getting 7 hours sleep on the weekend, and I haven't done this. So I've taken a step back. I would say I won't say I took some rest days, but because I still worked out most of the days this week. I just kind of realized that what I was doing wasn't as productive. wasn't going to be productive. I had some good throws earlier in this cycle. Last week I had some really, really good throws, and it's kind of been downhill from here because the sleep, recovery, everything else, it's kind of caught up to me. If I'm being 100% honest with you, it's kind of caught up to me in a bad way. So yes, in reality, I can still be I can still excel. I can still reach my goals. I can still accomplish what I want to, but I am a human. And that's the mortality piece. I am a human, and I do have responsibilities. I do have things that I have to do. So I have to work around my reality. So I wish somebody had put it to me that simply a long time ago. This is taking me beating my fucking head up against a brick fucking wall for a long fucking time for me to just realize this. And the only realization is I can't do everything at one time. As much as I want to, I can't do everything. I can't throw, lift, do a little bit of bodybuilding, stretch, recover, do cardio. I can't fucking do it all. I would like to. I would love to. I really love it all. I'm one of the few people, and I can genuinely say that from the bottom of my soul. I really love everything. I love everything, but I can't do everything all at one time. I can't. I'm gonna kill myself. And not saying I'm going to kill myself, but I am going to put myself in a position where I won't be successful if I try to do everything at one time. And my health, my mental health, and everything else, it's going to be a detriment. The biggest piece at the beginning of the year that I wanted to touch on, that I wanted to get done, was the recovery. Was 8 hours of sleep or 7 to 8 hours of sleep, or what have you. That was kind of my biggest piece. Now, with that being said, is I have an alarm on my phone that says, oh, you should be going to bed around this time or whatever. And I'm still at the fucking gym. Or I'm still fucking throwing. Or I'm still cooking fucking dinner. Or whatever the fuck I'm doing. I'm still doing something. I'm still doing something like a fucking ding chum bomb. I'm still doing something. So, that little alarm on my clock, it's going to have to be paid a lot more attention to. Because I think I give myself another 30 minutes or whatever, 45 minutes within that thing that goes off, especially if I have to be at work in the morning. I think I need to be shutting it down. I need to be putting food in my stomach, and I need to be calling it a day. Period. I can't. Yes, and this is the thing about it. Military training versus athletic training versus optimal training, right? Military training will tell you that you can beat yourself down and that you can keep on going. I've done the hardest shit. I've done that style, right? I've done that style. But that style is not conducive to producing world records, or to even getting medals on the podium, or to being optimal on a football field, or to staying healthy for an 82 game season. It's not a basketball player doesn't need to do that type of training. They play for whatever 45 minutes a game multiple times a week, and that's probably not the exact time, but they play for a lot of minutes during the week. So like, for you to say, oh, I need to push myself to, like, how are you gonna be good to play? How are you gonna be good to play? Like, you're not gonna be good to play. So this is something that I'm taking into consideration. I'm just gonna have to revamp the way that I'm thinking about training, the way that I'm going about this, because it's not bad. It just needs to be tweaked. I'm still going to try to take as many throws during the week. Every day I'm still going to try to throw, because I love fucking throwing. And I think throwing is, excuse me, my bread and my butter to a certain, or not my bread and my butter fully, but it's the end goal. So work backwards from that. Fill in everything else that I'd like to do: the bodybuilding, weightlifting, cardio, explosive training, stretching, recovery. Fill that all in and layer it from importance to not important, in the sense of recovery. Recovery and cardio, I would say, are pretty fucking important things to a certain degree. Obviously, at different times of the year, they're pretty important things. So I don't know. I ain't got the answer, Sway. I don't. I don't. But I can see where I need to regress so that I can progress. So, alas. But that's just about all I got, guys. You already know what the deal is. Run on your toes, keep your mouth closed, lock your doors, and save your throws. And most importantly, live to fight another day. I'm going to get out of here.